Hi guys, and welcome back to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. Okay, so, y'all are gonna get a life update video here in a minute, after I film this one. I don't know if this was going up before, or a life update, who knows. But, I'm gonna bring with you my March and April wrap-ups. I'm gonna put it all in one video, and we're just gonna deal with it, okay? Because life has been a little chaotic. So I'm just gonna go through and do all of April's, because there is no, well, not all of April's, all of March's, because it's been so long. Don't necessarily remember everything there is to know about them, but let's try, and I will tell you at the end of the March stuff, the 3 that qualified for my Spring Into Reading-a-thon. So, in March, I completed these 2, 3, 4, 5 books. So, let's go with my least favorite, which was still a 4.5. Which was the group read for the Spring Into Reading-a-thon, If I'm Being Honest, by Emily Werberly and Austin Sigma Broca. By the way, sorry about the backdrop. Things are a mess. You'll understand. Don't ask. This one is a loosely based on Taming of the Shrew. I absolutely love these characters. It was almost a 4 until that ending. Gave me a 0.5. I will link down below the live show so you guys can know all my lovely thoughts on this. It's been a long time since I've read it, so meh. But depending on how this year goes, I'm like, I just really want to read their next ones, so which I still need to get. But COVID and life. Don't ask. And this one, yeah, we'll go over that in a second. Next, I've read the trilogy, Truly Devious, Vanishing Stare, and The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson. I gave all of these 5 out of 5 stars. This is a YA mystery series based on a school set in the middle of nowhere where, what is her name? Stevie Bell goes to this Ellingham Academy because she wants to solve the case, the truly devious case of the headmaster's wife and daughter who were kidnapped and killed. So, 5 out of 5 stars, definitely will recommend and will be buying. So yeah. And my best book of the month was The Deceivers by Kristen Simmons, another YA hidden school mystery thriller. You're about to see a lot more of those. This follows Brynn Hilder as she's recruited for Valhall, which is a school for deceptors and hustlers and deceivers. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. You will see this on the probably best of the year along with the sequel, which I read the next month, but we'll get that in a minute. But yeah, highly, 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 highly recommend. I'm sorry that I don't have much to say about Holly's books because life, but I will be rereading this and the sequel later this year because they're amazing and I love the characters, and This is my new Killing November. Just saying. Okay, so that was my March wrap up. Yeah, I know I went a little fast. When y'all see that life update video, you'll understand. But I have little challenges, and I'm going to show you the 3 books that I read. These are the 3 books that I completed for Spring Into Reading-a-thon, The Deceivers, If I'm Being Honest, and The Hand on the Wall. If I'm Being Honest qualified for, I'm counting it for Spring Break Bash, which is to read the group book, Women's March, a strong female character, Over the Rainbow, because it is loosely based off of Taming of the Shrew, and Tiptoe Through the Tulips, which for pink on the cover. Also counts for Love in the Air. Love is in the Air because it's a romance. Hand on the Wall, there was actually some travel in it, so I will count this for Time is for Vacay loosely. And Deceivers, I received this kindly from the author, signed, because I want a giveaway, and it was collecting dust for like a month, if that. So, yay, hit all the challenges. Stretched it, but hit all the challenges. Bear with me. Okay, so March is out of the way. Let's get into April. I actually have some thoughts. I have my agenda binder over here open so I can remember what I rated everything. Again, it's been a month. It's been my least favorite in April was The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall, which I gave a 3.5 out of 5 stars. This just follows 16-year-old Avery West and her newfound family and things. Sue, there's secret societies. We'll definitely be continuing. It's one of those guilty pleasure kind of reads, and I very much enjoyed it. So 3.5 wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. So, oh, and this month I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read 6 in April. So, next was my 4-star read, which was Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson, which I buddy read with Melanie from Completely Melanie and a bunch of other people. This is about a girl named Mila Flores, whose best friend is rumored to have committed suicide. So she decides to bring her best friend back to life, but accidentally brings back 2 other girls who were their bullies, and things ensue. I really, really enjoyed these characters. It's not my new favorite, but I would highly recommend if you guys want like a cute, fluffy, fun kind of mystery that involves witchcraft. It's kind of like Pretty Little Liars meets Craft, in my personal opinion, in the best possiblest way. And next is my 4.5, which I buddy read with Emily from Melville's Novels, which is book 2 in the Lunar Chronicles series, which Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This continues the story of Cinder, who is a android. Lunar Chronicles, everyone knows about it. Each one's based off a fairy tale. First one was Cinderella. This one follows Little Red Riding Hood. And I can honestly state that Scarlet and Wolf so far are my favorite two characters. So I can't wait to read. Which one's next? Cress? Yes. Cress is next, and we'll be buddy reading that whenever I can get my hands on the full set, so I can have my own copies. Because this is actually a really good sci-fi fantasy. Highly, highly recommend. I know I'm not giving the best synopses and stuff. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, it's been a day. Next are my 3 5-star reads, which I will go in. All 3 of these are equal level, and you will see all 3 of these on my top 20 of the year, just saying. We'll first go with the sequel to The Deceivers, which is Scammed by Kristen Simmons. Continued on with the characters from Deceivers. I also won this copy, so it is signed as well. Highly, highly, highly recommend this series. Just read it. It's one that you really want to go in blind. But if you really love Killing November, I highly recommend this. But if you really love this series, I highly recommend Killing November. So, next is The Black Witch by Laurie, Forrest. My roommate Chantel asked me to read this, and all I can say is go into it blind. It is fucking phenomenal. I will be continuing on. It's going to be one of my favorite series. This has everything you could ask for in a series. One of these days when I reread it and I'm able to comprehend better and life is easier, I'll go into more detail. I'll do a spoilery review. But this just follows Eleanor Gardner. It's a spitting image of her famous grandmother, who drove the enemy forces to the Realm War. She is believed to follow as the next Black Witch of Prophecy, even though she's devoid of power. This basically has anything you want in a fantasy. From witches, to silkies, to dragons, to werewolves. Politics ensue. Just know I will be continuing on, and I can't wait to read Iron Flower. And the 3rd one comes out, I think, at the end of June. So get this if you haven't read it. And next, I don't own the copy of my last one. I read Hunting November by Adriana Mather, which is the sequel to Killing November. I read the arc of it, and all I can say is it's the best book I've read so far. It's her best written work. I can't tell you anything more. I will tell you Killing November follows November Adley, I think, as she is just thrown into this world of a secret school when something happens with her aunt, and her dad disappears, throws her into the school for assassins, and she starts to uncover mysteries about her family. That's all I'm going to say on that, because to read it. Just read it. And those are the 6 books that I read in April. So, I'm sorry guys that I didn't go into full detail on everything. Life's been a little rough, which I'll explain in another video in more depth, but just thought I would do some quick wrap-ups and blah blah blah. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe. And until next time, kids, remember, reading is what? Fundamental. Bye!
Maybe a